Hey guys, John here to give you the update as to what's going on here in Guatemala for today. This is one of the best days that we have during the whole trip. Tuesdays is our market day, and so it's the opportunity for us to go into the market and to buy supplies for needy families around Monjas. And so one of the things that we got to do was go into the market. We split up into 4 teams. Each team had the responsibility of going around and buying supplies for a needy family. So we give them each about 350 Q, which is about $50 American, and they're able to go out and buy food, personal care products, things like that, things that these families would not be able to afford on their own. And so we go around, and so the 4 teams broke up and they bought those things. They get to personalize them, which is really fun. They get to work with the market and understand, how that system works, and just what it is specifically that people need. Because a lot of times us as Americans coming down here, we think they need one thing, but then we find out they need something completely different. And so we did the market day. And then we actually were able to come back and then have some sponsorship time. So for some of us who have kids down here that we sponsor through Shadow of His Wings, we were actually able to spend an hour with our kids one-on-one. So I got to spend some time with Helen, which is the little girl that Sarah and I sponsor. We were able to color in a coloring book. We played Jenga, just had a good time. I know a couple other people on the team have kids that they're sponsoring, whether they came down here and were already sponsoring them or whether they picked up that sponsorship while they were here on the trip. They got that time with those kids. So that was a blast. And then the most meaningful thing that we do is that we actually were able to go out today with Rudy, who's over the Redeemed Women's program. And again, that's about that program about helping women get back up on their feet, empowering them, allowing them to get out into the workplace. And we went around and we visited them, and we were able to drop off those food baskets. And so that was great. And some of these stories that we're hearing are crazy. One woman that we visited, she actually lost her hand. Her brother and her father were involved in a dispute regarding land, and she tried to protect her father, and her brother got frustrated and actually chased her down and chopped off her hand. And so this woman was looking to start a business, but now with only having one hand, it's really kind of impacted her. And so Rudy and his team are coming in and helping to get her back up and running. She's got a lot of dreams and aspirations for things that she wants to do. So we were able to visit with her. We were able to drop off a food basket. And then we went around to 3 other families and dropped off food baskets, and just the team, this is just one of those things that really has an impact on them. So we had a blast today. The ministry was effective, but it also touched us. It challenged us in a lot of different areas. And so this is just one of those days that will always stick with people on these missions trips. And so I just wanted to let you guys know about that. We are still working on our playground set, so Jason's had some good work done here. We're going to keep working on that throughout the week. And again, don't forget, later on this week, we're going to have more information about how you can get involved in our trip next year here down to Shadow of His Wings Orphanage in Monjas. We want to encourage you, really prayerfully consider it now about what God would have you do, because we would love to see a team down here even bigger than the team we have now. And so